Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Rust adventure on our 30-day Rust challenge. I know I didn't post a video yesterday. This has been a chaotic few days trying to catch up on videos because a lot happens. So, for example, it starts out I decided to give a crack at raiding this group, you know, the big old group that controls the island that I've been beefing with pretty much the entire time on the server. Tried raiding their farm base, just to see what I could, like, you know, I was hoping to get some pure Ortiz, and I did not realize that they fortified their farm base a lot stronger this go around. I don't know if you guys watched the couple videos, actually a few videos back, where I raided the beginning of the farm base, but they ended up getting this one fully up and going, pretty well fortified, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Look, it's like it's pretty well established. As you can see, they have a lot of electronics down now, and beds up and going, and defense kits all spread throughout. When I was raiding this, it was what I thought to be their off time, but look at all this. This is how well established this group is. I already got the idea that they're getting ready to come and raid my cave after seeing all this. I mean, they have like 20 electric furnaces here, but they started swarming me, and there's not much I can do once they're all alerted. This group is huge, by the way, so I took my opportunity to grab what I could. I got to see the inside of their farm. I decided it was the best if I get a chance to just leave, you know? We barely got out of there with our lives. So anyways, after doing that, I decided it was a good idea to just move to a whole new cave. I'm talking on the complete opposite side of the map. I built a even stronger cave. I spent, you know, a whole day fortifying it, completely building it up. You know, making it high, 3 layers or 4 layers of high qual in the back, 3 layers of high qual in the front, with bunkers and armored doors, and you know, 10 to 12 auto turrets, compounded. It's by Sulfur Quarry, but it didn't really matter because, you know, with these groups like this, they have scouts all over the place. They ended up finding out where I lived, and we proceeded to get into a huge fight. My minicopter was blocking me from closing my gate, and they already came with HVs and blew out my front turret. My goal is to break my minicopter so I could actually close the compound. As you can see, there's I think 3 or 4 of them. They're trying to get back to their body that I killed in the back, so they could have grabbed their HVs to keep getting rid of the turrets. But either way, after that big old fight, I sealed up everything, logged off, woke up the next day. Of course, they offline raided me. They went through 3 layers of high qual, like 4 armored doors, while I was offline. I mean, not much to be expected. But this is where we begin our next adventure of just being hidden, keeping it chill, and becoming a farmer. Okay, guys. We are back. And we are reinvigorated with purpose and drive. We are still on the same server. I'm probably going to end up showing you guys clips of me getting offline raided, which is fine. By the group that we were beefing with. They raided us, you know, a couple times now. 3 times, I think. But that doesn't matter. My goal is to put down a mega farm base. And I think we're going to put it down like right around here. I kind of want it to be a little bit hidden. And then we're going to sell teas to the server. Alright. We got our spawn down here. Let's see. Have any of these groups actually been raided at all? Or are they just sitting here and not raiding each other? Which is pretty typical for Rust groups these days, it seems. It seems like they conquer different portions of the map. Like you got these guys right here. You got these guys right here. You had those guys right there. You got these guys right here, you got these guys over right here, these guys over here, and then they just go after solos and they do not touch each other. It's pretty horrendous, the state of the game at the moment, with the groups just not wanting to raid each other, it seems. I feel like a year ago you would have seen groups coming in, at least flying in and offline raiding other groups, but at the current state, you just have groups like this that it's like, you know, like this big group would rather fly all the way over here, offline raid a solo, like 8 deep, and take on this group and potentially lose. Right? You know? I don't know. That's why we just should not be taking the game, you know, that seriously at all. Just be farming and chilling. Because, I mean, you can get up to a point, you either just play the game normally and farm and chill, or you just spend all your time like griefing groups, which I might do. Because it's so easy to grief groups, you know? Just break all the turrets, break all their SAM sites. But to be honest, like, I mean, there's like, you know, 5 or 6 different big groups on here that don't touch each other at all. They don't go near each other's bases, seems. So like, what am I gonna do? Just take on all the different groups by myself solo? That just, if they want to play like that, leave them to it, leave them to it. I was watching another content creator's video today, and kind of going through the same problem. Groups just putting up, just kind of only going after solo players instead of each other. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with Rust at the moment, but I think moral of the story is you just try not to have any loot as a solo, and also make it as incredibly difficult to raid and get everything as possible. So just put up a bunch of like high qual bunkers and then don't put anything in it. I think that's what I should be focusing on. Becoming a problem for groups, and then just despawning everything. Other than stuff I need to just kind of have fun. That could be the way. Let them spend 100 plus rockets to get nothing. I mean, they're gonna offline raid you regardless, right? So. And see, like, back in the day, there would be the groups fighting each other, so as a solo, you could actually just be grubbing them, and you could be kind of messing with them, and they wouldn't care because they have way bigger fights, going on. But now, because the groups are just not going after each other, when you grub a group, they all fixate on you, So, it's just, currently not the best time, I guess, to be grubbing huge groups unless you have a goal of fully wiping them out, Alright, well, this is roughly kind of close. I want to live a little bit closer to Outpost, but it's pretty close to where I want to live. I mean, I guess technically I could build... Just find a flat area of right by the river, because I don't need to put my generators, my water pumps, into the water. Now that I think about it, let's see if we can find a super flat chill area over around this bend, because this bend is where I wanted to live. Oh, maybe in this forest area. Kind of remain a little bit hidden. Could be the spot. Think about it. Could be perfect, actually. If it's flat enough. Because I need to build like or I want to build like a 10 by 10 farm. Oh yeah, this is perfectly suitable. Alright. This is where we're building. How big do I want this farm? I want it to be big. And then... a bunker? Going to TC? What do we think? What do you guys think about that? Can I put a bunker here? Let me just double check that I can. Yeah, okay, we're chilling. Yeah. Just make a little armored TC there. And I guess the door frame doesn't really matter right now. Or the door, because everything's made out of twig, but okay. Oh, this is gonna be cool. We'll have like a mega farm, and it'll kind of be hidden. That'd be sweet. I like it. Very, very simple, but massive at the same time. Alright, let's start keeping our seeds too, because we're just going to be growing everything. I'll just have this go out like another freaking 10 squares. This area seems pretty chill. Yeah, so in my head I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to do next on this server for the 30-day challenge, you know? Because I've already gotten extremely loaded, I've done big raids, you know, and I've beefed with the groups, and I think farming is the next step. Chill out, farm, live out our remaining days as a pure ore tea producer. Look at all these wood log piles, man, beautiful. I also don't want to get too far behind on like footage. So, you know, whatever I get done throughout the day, I'll just put up. I think that's my plan. And we'll just go from there, right? Okay. I saw somewhere that like the DLC for the wood skin blocks people from being able to go under your foundations. I think that would actually be a good idea to grab that. Alright, we got a lot of wood. I do need to get some stone. I was thinking about just going and buying a lot of resources for scrap. I wonder if like my 2 boxes of guns are still over in my external TC over there. I hid them. I could go check. Yeah, let's go check. Who cares, you know? I think there was 5 days of upkeep on it. I really don't want necessarily too much loot, but I could set up a shop and just sell it all for basic resources, you know, like tarp and stuff I'm gonna need for the farm. We'll get some chickens growing, get our teas up. We'll just live a little chill farmer life. Yeah, the server pop right now is very, very low. That's the one thing. I was thinking about giving up on my 30-day Rust challenge, but what type of Rust player would I be if I just gave up because the server is quiet? That's why I'm building the farm, but I am ready to not be doing this 30-day Rust challenge anymore and just be playing on like a high pop server and kind of play day by day and have some fun. I messed up picking up this server for my 30-day challenge. Maybe playing on Restoria main might have been a little bit of a better idea. But, you know, you live, you learn, right? To think we started out our 30-day Rust challenge over here. How ambitious we were. That's until we figured out that we moved right next to the biggest group on the server. Oh look, someone else lived in the God Cave. Guys, this is the cave we originally lived in on day 1, and this group that lived on the islands, already offlined us 3 times, came and raided us, and now look. Someone else moved in, they built an offline raid base and raided them. And they griefed them too. Bro, these groups, man. It's just wild to me. It's wild to me how they play. And they've been on this server just doing this non-stop since wipe day. Oh, my external TC is still here. It seems. It's good. I think I left a bunch of metal fragments in here too. Nice. Oh, I think I came and grabbed all the metal fragments. Alright, well, we're still loaded, I guess. I still have a backpack, that's good. I'll be able to get a lot of seeds in the future, so let's just dump these for now. Keep the green card. What do I need? Do I need key cards? Not really, but... Ooh, large battery's big. Wow, I completely forgot that I left all of this in here. I really don't necessarily want all this stuff, but on the flip side, if I don't grab it, it'll just decay and I can put it in a shop by outpost. That's my plan with my pure teas anyways, so. Oh my gosh, that scientist actually scared me. Wait, what? There's a bunch of broken spears here. Bro, someone broke out my foundation. Bro, what? Oh my god, man. Probably that guy with the... What the fuck, dude? How am I like the unluckiest player in this game? It's gone for like 5 seconds. Damn rodent took all my wood, man. Alright. Didn't I bring a bunch of stone here? Sweet. Man, I really don't have a lot of room for stuff. Let's get some low grade, get some more wood. Look at this. This is pretty hidden, right? So far. Yeah. It's right here, huh? Sweet. Okay. I do have an oil refinery as well. At tier 2 down. So I think we gotta style this place up though real quick. Oh. Going with forest green. Forest green feels a little bit dark, doesn't it? That's fine. It is a little bit dark though. I'll get some lights in here at some point. Now that's where we're gonna end off the beginnings of our farming empire. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. I know it was a little bit of a ranty type of video. I was just kind of tired of getting offline raided by big groups, but we begin our new adventure tomorrow as, you know, becoming a super chilled out farmer. If you enjoyed the video and the series so far, feel free to comment below, let me know. I will see you guys all for our farming empire beginnings Rust adventure tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.